Welcome back, everybody. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day today. And today we're going to be talking about an R-rated Star Wars movie that we could possibly get in the future. If you guys want to see daily Star Wars content, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. So as you guys might be able to hear, my voice is still a little off. It sounds scratchy, a little dull here. So I have been sick the past few days. I've had a migraine, and that's why I haven't been able to put out a video. So I'm kind of losing my voice as I'm doing this video. So hopefully you guys can put up with it. Let's go ahead and get into this video. We will be getting back to daily Star Wars videos. Hopefully my sickness doesn't come back. And I will be getting out the Ben Solo fan fiction. I haven't been able to create that yet just because my voice has sounded like this. So I haven't been able to actually do any of that. So it will be out this week though. So stay tuned for that. So it looks like we might be getting a R-rated Star Wars movie for the first time ever. And this comes from an interview with Scott Derrickson, who was the director of the Doctor Strange movie. And he was recently asked what kind of Star Wars movie would he make if he was given the chance. And he said that he wanted to make an R-rated Star Wars movie on the planet Hoth, and it was going to be a sort of horror film in the vein of The Thing or Lovecraft's In the Mountains of Madness. And I haven't seen either of those two movies. I know of them, I just haven't seen them. And he said it would have zero connection to any previous characters or storylines. Now, I think this is very interesting and something that I personally would absolutely love to see. And now that we have Disney Plus and Disney wants to expand the Star Wars franchise, they can do a lot more than just, oh, we're going to make a big film and put it out in theaters. This would be an absolutely perfect Disney Plus film that they could just put out as a home video or as a home movie. And it doesn't need to have that big hype, that big buzz like, oh, this is a Skywalker saga, this is High Republic, this is Old Republic. No, this is a smaller film made because they want something different. And I think that's what Star Wars needs. We need to get different things because I feel like all the stereotypical storylines, all the tropes, everything has kind of happened. And of course, new characters will be made. That will be different from all the others. But I think a horror film on Hoth with Wampas, like that would be freaking awesome. And he says zero connection to any previous characters or storylines, so it won't be like with Luke or anyone that we already know. Just a separate film, just like in the Star Wars universe, but horror. And I think that would be really cool. It's a different genre for one. It'll give us a different aspect of Star Wars. Now again, we don't know much about Hoth in general. We know it's an ice planet. We know Wampas live there. We know it was the home to the Rebel base. But what if it was like 1,000 years in the past or 1,000 years into the future? Like, what was Hoth like at that time? And I'm pretty sure there's legends, books, and stories on that I could dive into and find some stuff. But for the most part, Hoth, we don't know much about. We don't really know if there's any other civilizations there that were there like a long time ago. So who knows? I mean, it could have something very unique, very interesting. And of course, they can just make up whatever they want. And I think this is, again, perfect opportunity to expand the Star Wars brand and bring like new ideas, new stories. Give us different genres. A horror film would be absolutely incredible, guys. I think it'd be really cool to see. I've been wanting to see darker Star Wars for a very long time. And we know that George Lucas was working on his, I believe it's called Underworld series or Underground or something like that, where they go into the underworld of Coruscant and go through all the scum, the drug dealing, the crime lords, all that stuff. I would have absolutely loved to see that. And I just like darker aspects of things. I'm just that type of person. I love that stuff. And it's unique. It's different. It's not the hero always winning. It's about the dark, nitty gritty. And that's why I feel like I love like Solo, because it was more of like he's a criminal, like he's more on the criminal side of things. And of course, Han Solo is a hero. But I like that characteristic trait of Han Solo, where he did have that, and they're going to explore that with Poe as well, with him being a spice runner. And I feel like that's why I'm kind of excited for that book as well, because we're going to see a nitty gritty, deep, dark crime lord, disgusting, villainous part of Star Wars that we just don't get to see on an everyday basis. I mean, I love bounty hunters, Cad Bane, Bossk, Aurra Sing, Boba Fett, obviously, like we could go on and on and on. There's so many cool characters in Star Wars that just don't get the light of day because they're overshadowed by, Mace Windu, Yoda, Obi-Wan, who obviously deserve all the credit in the world for, who they are and what they've done. But I feel like smaller stories, smaller movies, smaller, books, comics, whatever it may be, they need to be brought to life. And I feel like they can easily be done with Disney Plus, because we know that Disney wants to do so much. They make so much money with Star Wars. If they're making a Cassian Andor series, they can make an R-rated horror film on Hoth, or I mean, it could be really anywhere, but I would love to see this. I think it'd be very interesting, very different, extremely different. Steve Dickerson, he also directed Sinister and The Exorcism. Again, I haven't seen either of those. I've seen a lot of horror films. I watched like a ton. I mean a ton. I watched like probably 20 or 30 this Halloween, but I didn't watch either of those. And I love horror movies. I wasn't necessarily someone that liked horror movies before I like really got into them. But like I binged all the Halloweens, I watched all the Conjurings, and just a few here and there. I mean, I watched a ton of movies, and I love the horror genre now. So putting in the Star Wars universe, but not actually being a Star Wars movie, like you'll see like similarities in the world, but it won't feel like a Star Wars movie. It'll have the name, it'll have the title, and it'll have the world, but it won't have that, that Star Wars that we really know. And I think that'll be interesting, and maybe they'll be able to do more like that in the future. Say, hey, this is in the Star Wars universe, but it's nothing like we've ever done before, and that's what I hope they do. Now, the odds of this actually ever happening are pretty slim. I mean, it was just an interview. The guy like told him what he wanted to make, but hey, Lucasfilms has been going around asking people to make random movies over the past few months now. I think we're at like 5 or 6 people that they've asked to make a movie. So hey, you never know, they might be like, hey, might as well, we have billions of dollars, might as well just go ahead and make a Disney Plus movie. And of course this would be like just a smaller project, and it would still have like a huge budget, but it'd be a smaller project, and I think it'd be very cool, very interesting. So let me know what you guys think about this. Would you like to see an R-rated Hoth horror movie? I would definitely like to see that. I think Star Wars, Disney, Lucasfilms, they should expand their horizons and just make different type of Star Wars content that I'm pretty sure everyone would love to see. Not everyone would not everyone that is a Star Wars fan would be like, oh my god, a horror movie would be so cool. But I feel like everyone would just like be interested in it. They'd be like, oh, that might be pretty cool to see, That's just my thought. Let me know what you guys think. My voice totally just kind of gave out like 5 times throughout this video, so I had to cut it a lot. I lost it. So it sounds fine. Hopefully we can get through tomorrow's video as well, guys. Thank you for joining me today. Let me know what you guys think about this R-rated film in the comment section down below. And if you did enjoy this video, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button for me. And of course, if you want to see daily Star Wars videos, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, guys. Like I said, the fan fiction part 2 of Ben Solo, What If He Was Still Alive, will be out sometime this week, most likely on Friday. But for sure 100% will be out this week, guys. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I will see you in the next video.